class assignments, and I hope you did them all on time. You sandwich these academic activities into your work schedule and into your family responsibilities. You passed up trips to the beach and opportunities to hang out with your friends. Maybe you complained some, but you people persevered. And I hope that you are as proud of yourselves today as all your faculty are of you and all your friends and families are of you. Before we wave goodbye to you today, I want to put just one more essay question up for your consideration. It's not about developmental theory, nor will you need to figure out just how we're going to assess the effects or lack of effects of No Child Left Behind, or the effects of supplemental feeding programs, none of that. It's a different kind of question, and one that only you will be able to answer now that you've completed the requirements for a BA in Child and Adolescent Development. It's this: what does your education mean, and what will you do with it? Ever thought about that? What does your education mean to you? For some of us, a BA is a kind of, like a certification, something you need to establish a career. A very common question students are asked is, what are you going to do with your degree? We've all read the statistics about how many more dollars a person with a degree earns than someone without a BA or even a high school diploma. So what your education could mean to you might have something to do with financial security. Good. For others of you, your education here may have very little to do with a career. Perhaps you see it, and I'll admit this is how I see it. This is an opportunity to furnish the mind for adulthood. Think about it. Over the last 4 years, or maybe 5 or 6, you've taken a wide variety of courses. Maybe you've wondered why the university was so insistent on exposing you to topics such as critical thinking, comparative systems, writing, mathematics. You wanted to learn about children, that's why you picked this degree. Why this other stuff? Take a minute to think about all those GE courses and also about your depth of knowledge in the study of child and adolescent development. When you think back to when you entered the university, try to remember your thinking then. How did you think about things? I'll bet that one of the major changes that you would notice is that your thinking is much more complex than it was even a year ago, much less 4 or 5 or 6 years ago. Social issues are not nearly as simple a thing as they seemed to you then, not nearly as cut and dried as you have thought they were when as you would have thought they were when you arrived. A statistic in a newspaper article now means much more to you than it did then. A statistic